Welcome to Heritage Roofing. This is the first episode of Institutions, and we are in Cambridge, sat by the River Cam in gorgeous light this Friday, and we are going to go up onto the roof, and on the roof of Gonville College we're going to be greeted by a team of lead workers and slaters and carpenters, and we're just going to go around the roof, and we're basically just going to see what it's all about, how long it took, what the deal is there.
Across towns and cities, villages and coastlines, join Russell Blackadder as he journeys the length and breadth of the country. From age-old materials to time-tested techniques, he explores the skills that shape our heritage and the innovations that keep them alive today.
And with me now is Stuart Barber. Stuart Barber is the foreman of Norfolk Sheet Lead. Norfolk Sheet Lead is an historic company run by Carl Bream. And Carl Bream and Norfolk Sheet Lead are one of the founding members of the LCA, which is the Lead Contractors Association. Now, the Lead Contractors Association is at the forefront of good practice, good workmanship, high-end talent and skill sets, and they also run the Murdoch Awards. So this particular job is one of the entries for the Murdoch Awards. So good luck, Carl. We'll see how that goes, and I'm sure you're going to be a great success. And it's worth pointing out that this particular part of Gonville Caius College is the Aston Webb Building. Now, the Aston Webb Building is named after the architect, Sir Aston Webb. Now, Sir Aston Webb is famous around the UK for producing some of the most beautiful buildings, including one of his most famous, the principal facade of Buckingham Palace. And down in Devon, the Royal Naval College is one of the absolute delights that we've got to look at, and I'm lucky enough to see that firsthand, up close and personal. So before I even get onto this roof, I can tell you now that it is probably going to be pretty special, with little details here and there that are subtle but elegant, just the way that he sort of liked these buildings to be. He's got a pretty eclectic mix of experience under his belt from King's College and Cambridge and various heritage projects around the country, and has been running the site over at Gonville now for the past year, and they're at their finishing stages. So nice to meet you, Stuart.
Nice to meet you, Russell, mate.
Thank you very much. Let's just quickly delve into the specifics of the roof. Well, let's start with the outside and work our way in. So the first port is basically the plinth or the cornice that wraps around.
Yep.
So what did you guys do with that?
Yeah, so we've got welted lead cappings over all the parapet walls, and obviously into the gutters, code 8 gutters.
Code 6 cappings and code 8.
Yeah, all the cappings are code 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everything vented?
Yes, we've got a ventilation at the eaves of the slate up to the top of the mansard roof. Yeah, everything's vented using Nicholson vent.
So the college was founded in 1348. It's hard to imagine what was happening hundreds of years ago in Cambridge in comparison with now, with this beautiful stone building on the Aston Webb Building here. Take yourself back in time just a little bit to imagine how big the building was back then, when people were thinking, right, we need to build these institutions to train minds to the highest caliber in the world. People are still going to this college, the most famous university in the world, and it's just amazing to be here. You can really feel the energy here. It just feels great, and these sorts of buildings attract people that are passionate about their trade and passionate about history and passionate about preservation and restoration. And the materials going on this roof with the Nicholson AirTrack and the insulation, Schneider lead, and the build-up of modern technology with historic features, it's just something to be quite proud of as an Englishman, to look at and just see this happening, and knowing that the next time someone's up here is probably going to be in around about 100 years or more. Slates have you used to slate in that area?
Yeah, so we've got Vermont random diminishing slates on that. Really cool, really look nice slate.
Greens?
Yes, yeah, the greens, yeah.
And that's obviously to tie in with the surrounding buildings that have been sort of slated with the same sort of thing. Yeah. So then you get to the top of this mansard that's been slated with Vermont randoms, and then what have you? So what's that transition point between the slating and the flat roof at the top.
Yeah, so at the top we have a vented ridge cap, which our carpenters made out of timber. They've rebated the edges to fix a Nicholson system to that. And then we have Code 6 welted panels laid on that, wrapped round and hooked onto the Nicholson.
Cool.
Nice tight job.
Carpenters made that on site?
Carpenters made everything on site.
Awesome.
Yep.
So everything's homemade, nothing's been bought?
No, yep.
And what code lead did you use for the flat roof?
So it was Code 8 for the flat roof.
Yeah. And so the whole thing's vented, and I suppose was it insulated before you got there, or did you guys do that as well?
Yeah, this builder done the installation.
The builders did it?
Yep.
Cool. And so in terms of like the time scale that you've been on this job, it's now November 25. So when did you start?
October. I'm pretty sure it's October. I lose track. I feel like I've been there forever. Yeah.
And October what year?
Oh, last year.
Last year, so 24. Okay,
yeah,
so you've been there just over a year.
Yeah, just over a year, yeah.
Cool. And so in that time frame, so you've been there about 13 months and you're sort of closing down now.
Yep.
So what was like, I know this is probably going to be quite difficult to say because you've probably been through all sorts, but what was like a highlight for you on the project?
Getting to the end. But I enjoyed most of it, to be honest with you. It's nice. I've had a really good group of lads on there, really good, hard-working boys. Do you know what I mean? It's been nice. It's been a pleasure to work with them all. So I'd say all of it.
And in comparison with something of the scale of like King's, was it better? Was it easier?
I would say there was more detail in that roof than there was at King's.
Really?
Yeah, there's more intricate stuff in
details
there. Yeah, more
corner.
detailed stuff in there, yeah.
And in terms of those details, was there anything that sort of stands out that we should be looking at later on?
Yes, you've got all the cappings around the outside. We've got all the parapet walls, all been leaded as well. Yes, it's just generally nice.
Detail.
And obviously the ridge cap that goes through.
And who are the main builders?
Cox Edge.
Cox Edge.
Yeah.
And have you worked for those guys before?
I have worked for them before. Yeah.
Cool. And has that been quite a good experience?
Yeah, it has. I can honestly say, me personally, working on that site has been amazing. They've gone above and beyond for me, and all for the lads. They've been very
nice
helpful. Yeah, it has been a nice job to work on. Everyone's got on, and we all work together.
Here's a question for you. How have you done this many bays and I can't see any bits of white anywhere?
Oiled.
Oh, it's just because it was under a tin hat.
Under a tin hat, so every section we've done, and then we're then oil. You can see that roof over there has been oiled a couple of times. But
It's gone white a couple of times, is it?
No, it hasn't gone white. But like I say, I'm oiling as we go, as you know, and then
you're doing all your unders and everything before you.
And then if the guys are coming here making a mess again,
going over it and over it,
and then I'm getting the labourers to sweep it up and oil it again.
Yeah, he's done a nice job on the slate, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's gone round the dormers nicely. Like you can tell that he cares, can't you?
Yeah.
They look tidy. Because quite often I quite like going with the rake actually, but actually the way that he's done it with just that little detail, looks cool. It looks appropriate anyway, doesn't it?
I've had like say Owen, and I've had all these other subbies on there, who all they know is to cut weld everything, and not boss. And I have enjoyed like showing people, even though I'm like, I've got enough to do, and I've been like, oh God, okay, but I'll come and show you, and because we want that detail.
Yeah.
But like I say, some details I've had where I would have bossed, like those where the chimneys are. You've got those little steps, and normally I'd boss them round. They'd be all bossed round.
They look quite nice welded though.
They do look quite nice welded, but because some of the lads, obviously, it's just too much time involved, and obviously,
and you might get it wrong as well.
Exactly, so we decided just to cut and weld it. But no, I have enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed it, and but yeah, just I don't know what it's going to like at the end now, isn't it? My boss, he's done us proud, my boss. Thanks for coming. It has been a pleasure. It has.
What do you reckon, Al? Fry up?
Yeah.
We need one, don't we? Okay, so that concludes our time here at St Mary's Court in Cambridge. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Institutions, and it's been really good seeing Norfolk sheet lead work in action and having a tour of that roof. Pop back for the next episode. It's going to be a good one.